I like Assassin's Creed, man, because I like the fiction and mixed with truth storytelling they put regarding history and the characters involved in the game. They put historical figures in certain games, depending on the timeline. You know, we had Benjamin Franklin appear in the game. We had fucking George Washington, Leonardo da Vinci, Cleopatra for Origins, just to name a few that appeared in the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I mean, it's a lot of reading material and it's fun, man. Just reading about the shit alone is fun. Very interested. It just drew me in when I played the very first game in a series for the first time on the PS. No, it was the Xbox 360. I played it on, and fell in love with it. I mean, I beat it. I couldn't put it down. You know, Assassin's Creed 2 come out, didn't disappoint. 3. Then you had Revelations. Then you had no, it was Assassin's Creed 1, 2. Uh, the third one was in Rome. What was that called? Revelation was the fourth one. Brotherhood. Yeah, the third one's called Brotherhood. Then it was Revelations. Then was Assassin's Creed 3, which is based in the Americas, 1700s and shit. The colonizing era. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Uh, what can I say? And the DLC that came with it, I recently played about within these 2 months. I enjoyed those. Avaline, Liberation, which is Liberations. Avaline's is actually the sequel to Liberations. Liberation, not Brations. Liberation. I enjoyed that. Really didn't feel. I didn't really like. Maybe it has to grow on me, but I really didn't like the DLC for Assassin's Creed 3 called The Tyranny of Washington, King Washington. I mean, I streamed that game and I'm like, ugh, it was what comes to mind just boring to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, is it terrible? No. Is it great? No. Far from it. Oh God. It was just a disappointment. It was. I mean, like I said, it may have to grow on me. So, but other than that, I mean, yeah, to give it credit where credit is due, the tyranny of Washington does have its moments, but that's about it. You know, it had a few months ago. Oh, cool. But that's about it. Overall, it was fucking boring. Uh, the purpose of this video, because I wanted to share with you why I love Assassin's Creed. I like the dialogue. I mean, the setness is believable. I love the characters. Black Flag is fucking awesome. Assassin's Creed Rogue is fucking awesome. Even though I like Black Flag more. But yeah, so those two, I forgot those two games, that completes the trilogy of the colonizing era, or the Americas, or whatever they could have called it as a side title. But yeah, it's like I was watching a video today. It was called Ubisoft or Assassin's Creed: A Soul and Soul, and when that video was over, man, I was really upset. I got really angry because my thoughts were confirmed. Sometimes when I think about something, I'll be like, I hope I'm wrong. But when it turns out you're right, sometimes you're not happy about it. Sometimes you're upset because you were right. You were hoping you were wrong. When I first saw the cover of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it didn't sit well with me because I was asking myself, where the fuck is the Assassin's Creed garb at? Why is this character not dressed in the hood and the fucking coattails, looking fucking awesome as hell? The Assassin's Creed garb, the traditional garb, why aren't they dressed in that? Why are they just showing a fucking Viking or a goddamn Roman soldier? Or some type of a gladiator or some shit in the front cover? What the fuck? Where's Assassin's Creed garb at? I ain't heard nobody complain about that but me. And that threw me off. That threw me the fuck off. I said, what the fuck? What are they doing? You know, people may say, oh, they strayed away since Unity. They strayed away since Syndicate and Origins. I'm not going to say I won't agree with them, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to like those three games. It doesn't mean that. But if you want to talk about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed series straying away from the original formula, look no further than two fucking titles in the series, okay? Game number 11 and game number 12, which is fucking Odyssey and goddamn Valhalla. Now, if that's not straying away from the fucking formula, I don't know what is, okay? How do you know? You ain't played it. Why would I? Why would I want to play it when I'm already repulsed by it? Why? I don't buy shit just to buy shit and play it. I buy it if it fucking interests me. If it does not, you ain't getting my money. Why don't people understand that? Why should I fucking buy it when I'm not interested in it? When I'm already turned off? I just explained to you why I'm not fucking touching those two games. It does not call to me. You do not take away the Assassin's Creed garb from your main characters. You do not do that. That should have been rule number one. Never lose the garb. Oh, they got DLC that you can actually buy and put the garb on the character. Yeah. That's bullshit. That's a fucking bullshit add-on. It's not even story-based. I mean, I have DLC for fucking Assassin's Creed Rogue, for example, that has this garb of fucking Anno. I think it's Anno or Anno from Assassin's Creed Unity. You can actually put on a fucking character in Assassin's Creed Rogue. I don't do it because that's not his outfit. I refuse to have my character wear another character's clothing. I'm not comfortable with that. So now does it make sense to you why I don't want to fucking touch Odyssey and fucking Valhalla? Say it for the fact that the bitch in that game looks like a goddamn man. Looks like Ivan Drago from Rocky 4 had a fucking sex change. But don't get me started on that shit. I did say in one of my Assassin's Creed streams that I was going to give Valhalla a shot. You know, I was, but I've since changed my mind, especially today after watching that video. So I'm gonna tell you, the next Assassin's Creed I'm streaming is Origins, okay? And sad to say, I have to admit that I have mixed feelings about it already after watching that video. I don't like the fact that level grinding is incorporated into a fucking Assassin's Creed game. I don't like that at all. That you have to fucking do shit to boost up level. It's not a fucking RPG. It's a fucking open world adventure. Why the fuck you put RPGs elements in Assassin's Creed game? That's just this is coming from my fucking opinion. I don't think it belongs in Assassin's Creed games. So I didn't like that. That turned me the fuck off for sure. The level grinding. You got to get like 15 fucking skins to build up your fucking weapon. That's a lot of fucking skins, man. Shit. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind level grinding, but but Assassin's Creed doesn't spell RPG. It's not. It shouldn't be. I used to level grind to the point RPGs that it became a fucking chore. I had to fucking change up my game a little bit, so I won't level grind too goddamn much. So I don't mind level grinding, but it's just, I just it doesn't sound exciting to level grind an Assassin's Creed game. It just doesn't. I never done it before. There was a requirement for that before. I mean, I don't oppose change because you can't just keep bringing out the same for over and over and over again. You know, put yourself in the shoes of a developer. You know, you'll start to get bored with it. You know, despite how much people love it, they have to have fun making it. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to, that's why they started changing shit. Oh, we're going to incorporate this a little bit. But it got to the point where it's not Assassin's Creed anymore. I mean, I have no issue with Ubisoft continuing to make games, open world games. So why still use the Assassin's Creed name? That's what I don't understand. You could have made a fucking Viking open world game without the Assassin's Creed name in it, that has nothing to do with the fucking series. You could have made a fucking Roman game like Odyssey. Instead of calling Assassin's Creed Odyssey, call it Roman Odyssey or some shit. And people say, oh, well, they got to use Assassin's Creed name because it's a cash grab. No, they don't. The fact that you know that the people who made Valhalla and Odyssey are from the developers of the Assassin's Creed franchise, that should be enough for you to fucking buy it. It would be enough for me. Don't you know how excited I used to get? They say, oh, from the developers of this game. Oh, I like that game. Oh, this is a new game. I think I'm gonna check it out because they developed so and so. I like that. They're going a different direction with this one. Cool. Like, for example, when I first heard about the Evil Within game, when I found out it was from the same guy who gave birth to Resident Evil, that was behind the Evil Within, I got fucking extra excited to buy it. It didn't need to be called Resident Evil, The Evil Within. It didn't. I just wanted to share my thoughts, and this is really an impromptu video. I got no notes, no bullet points I'm hitting. I just whipped out the phone, you know, put my shirt on, got myself ready a little bit, you know, like I usually do before I do vlogs and shit. And I just sat down, started running my mouth. I mean, this is fucking insane, man. It's like, what the fuck? It's not for me. I'm not trying. I hope I'm not coming out as like knocking people that like Valhalla and let's say, what's the other one called? Odyssey. I'm not knocking you guys for it. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, great. I wish that I wanted to buy them. I do. Enjoy it to your heart's content. You only live once. Enjoy your games. Just don't let people that make videos bashing you for playing it, get to you. So what? You having fun with it, that's what matters. I mean, I don't think Syndicate Unity got that much love. But at least, I can tell you what, at least though, at least on the fucking cover art, they got the Assassin's Creed garb on. And yes, I will be purchasing Unity and Syndicate in the future. Maybe the near future. It's something about that Assassin's Creed garb. It's something about that makes it Assassin's Creed. Because without that, you don't have an Assassin's Creed to me. You don't. It's like, say what you will about Unity and Syndicate. At least they got the fucking garb. At least they're more close to the goddamn lore of the Assassin's Creed franchise than Valhalla and Odyssey is. How do I know that? Because somebody told me that actually played those games. Why would they lie? And this guy been a fan since the first game, like I was. Like I am, rather. I mean, the first game was so iconic. Yes, it had repetitive missions and shit like that. It didn't bother me personally. I fucking loved it all the way through. Assassin's Creed 1, the very first one. I felt it deserved to be on the PS4, man. At least a digital release. But you can't. But that's one of the few. That's one of the many games that never came to PS4. Was the very first Assassin's Creed. So if you're gonna get a PS3 for that, go for it. But you can digitally download. You can buy a physical copy. Play the game that started it all. I mean, is it primitive compared to, let's say, Assassin's Creed 2? Yes, it's the first of its kind. But it excelled, though. It excelled in entertainment, story, plot, characters. It excelled in all that shit. Only thing, the main gripe I have against the first Assassin's Creed game is the fact that your main character speaks with a fucking American accent when he's supposed to be Syrian or some shit. I don't see how that went through. How they got the go ahead. I don't understand that at all. All the other characters around you have an accent and everything. But you speak with a fucking American accent. It's like, what the fuck? That's the only gripe I got against it. That's it. I mean, don't expect big things from it, It holds up well on its own. I mean, it was the first game. You gotta understand that. And is it open world? Yes. Kind of linear too. Kind of. But it's open world nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the towns, you can go all around and shit and eavesdrop on conversations and all that shit. Be nosy, do side missions, and all that shit. But if you are trying to follow the story, it's more fun than you actually just playing it. That's why I feel the repetitive side missions don't bother me, because they add to what the fuck is going on about your target that you're trying to fucking assassinate. So if you listen, you like, okay, that he usually comes out at 3 in the morning or whatever, and shit like that. It's interesting. I like Assassin's Creed 1, man. Like I said, it's too bad they didn't get the PS4 re-release, man. It's too bad. The other ones did 2, 3, the Ezio trilogy and all that. They got a re-release for the PS4. But anyways, that's it for this video, man. That's what I wanted to talk about. Hope I covered everything I wanted to cover. Like I said, I got no bullet points, man. I ain't writing nothing down. So, with that being said, it's Y Chromosome signing out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace, I'm out.